back to training. So, from there, I did do a little bit of time with the SCA. And then I also did personal training on my own, watching and learning from martial art movies. Now, I know, martial arts movies, so you just know kung fu movies. Well, those kung fu movies were made, especially these days, you can find people, alright, who are master martial arts choreographers. Okay, John Woo, perfect example, okay? They are master martial artists who use master martial arts in movies. Now, if you can remove the point that it's Keanu Reeves or whoever, and look at the movements, slow it down. Why did they use this movement? Forget about the actors for a minute, forget about the story, and go to the choreographer. The choreographer, who is a master at his art, is just showing you all these moves and how these moves work and why they move and how they move. And if you can break it down, you can learn a lot from them. I also went to demonstrations. I also talked to martial artists. I talked to friends. And I learned something that was extremely important, which brings me to the next question. What particular martial arts do I like? What are my favorites? Well, I can explain this. Relatively easy, yet with metaphor. If you take martial arts, okay, as a whole, and you separate it into masculine and feminine arts. Now, let me explain to you the difference. Karate is a wonderful example of the masculine arts, alright? Picture this, okay? Picture this. You're standing on a road, okay? On a freeway. And there's a Mack truck coming right at you. For those who do not know what a Mack truck is, a big semi. Now, using a masculine art, such as karate, what you would do is the first thing you would do is you would ground yourself. You would take a strong stance and root yourself to your spot. And then you would take all of your energy and your focus and you would bring it in and you would bring it all into one spot and hold it. And then with Kia, with all of your strength, starting from your toes, pushing off through your foot, through your leg, up into your body, up into your arm, and releasing all of that strength and energy, you would, and you would hit the truck and you would make it stop. Feminine version, and I do not mean girls, I'm just talking the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, alright, would be more like ninjutsu, like kung fu, like many of the Eastern arts, alright, where you don't just take the strength and use your strength to stop it with strength. Alright? The feminine version would be to jump out of the way of the truck and hit the driver in the head with a rock. The truck will stop by itself. Alright? Aikido is a perfect example of this. Alright? Now, I tend to lean towards the feminine side. Alright? The masculine side of martial arts are usually more aggressive. They have a tendency to be more offensive. Alright? To use them in proper style. Now, I'm not saying that if you use karate, that means that you're an offensive fighter. I'm not saying that. Alright? Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that to use that particular style properly, you would have to stay on the offensive to use the movements because it has to do with a masculine way of thinking and striking and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm not saying that that's good. I'm just saying what I think. I am more of a defensive fighter, and so I take more of the feminine styles of martial arts. I particularly like Drunken. I love Drunken because not only does it take the movement and use the opponent's movement against them, but it's also just filled with mental attack. And I believe that in any sort of real fight, the physical part of the fight is only 10%. Another question is, do I believe that an open mind is the way to approach martial arts and or life? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay? If you are the type of person who has trained and trained and trained in one single style, and you have become really good at it, and I'm not saying that you're not really good, you know, specialists are amazingly good at what they do, okay? Somewhere along that line, if you close your mind off, you decide that your way is the only way. That your way is the only correct way. And if someone does it differently than you, well, then they must be doing it wrong. This is the most naive and stupid concept that anybody can have about martial arts and life. Alright? Religion. All of it. This is thinking that you're right and there's no other way than yours because it's yours is the most narcissistic, vain, naive thing that you can think. There are trillions of people in the world. Every single one of them is unique. So, of course, there are many, many different ways of learning, many different ways of understanding, many different ways of belief, many different ways of movement, many different ways of martial arts, many different ways of belief. Many different people make this world. Many different people make many different options. Never, ever believe that your way is the only way. Favorite books. First of all, I suggest to anybody, anytime, anywhere, read some Spider Robinson. I suggest the Callahan series. A specific book that I suggest that is not from Spider Robinson is Ender's Game. If you have not read Ender's Game, E-N-D-E-R-S-G-A-M-E, Ender's Game, go buy it, rent it, go to the library, find it, read it. It's worthwhile. Oh yeah. I'd probably have to say that my favorite weapons to use would probably be rapier and long dagger. I also like the short spear. I'm also very, very, very big fan of the fluidity of the Chinese short sword. Bend down. Bend down. Say, hi, YouTube!
Hi, YouTube!
Wait, come here. Say hi. Say hi, YouTube.
Good morning.
This is my son, Billy.
This is my son, Billy.
Say hi, Billy.
Say hi, Billy.
Billy has autism.
Autism.
And he is a fabulous, wonderful guy.
Can I have Oreo cookies, please?
Sure, you can have Oreo cookies. This is one of my greatest inspirations of all time. The last two inspirations that I want to add in real quick is, I know they sound cliche, but they're cliche for a reason. Alright, the first one is Bruce Lee. Jeet Kune Do is freaking awesome. Alright, a stylish style is an amazing concept. And Jackie Chan, because he brings so much life to his art. And I understand he didn't start off as a martial artist, he actually started off in the circus. He started off as an acrobat. Alright, that's part of the reason why he does what he does. But what he does now is something that is truly beautiful because he brings so much life to it and brings so much joy for so many people. So, this was Willgray42 answering my side of the Demzly question. Demzly, you rock, you're awesome, you're fabulous, love what you do. See you soon.